Now, the shares of Nio yesterday finished trading at $3.75, up 4%. And after market hours, you will notice that the share price continue surging. I mean, at market hours, the share price went to $3.83, which is something that is very, very good. I mean, Leoro was up 2.4%, Xpeng up 4.7%, and Rivian up 1.8%, Lucid 0.4%, Zika 6.4%, Tesla 4.6%. But one thing that is leading into, obviously, these Chinese EV makers to do exceptionally well, or Chinese stocks to do exceptionally well, it's obviously the announcement that we heard coming from President Trump, who came and said that they are going to be very nice onto China. They are going to drop substantially the tariffs which they had imposed onto China. I think he spoke about the 145, said that it was too much. He admitted, or the Trump administration admitted that, and as he said, they were doing all this to obviously show China who's the boss. And if whether that one worked, no one knows, right? But one thing that obviously we saw coming from the US is that some certain industry sectors were starting to suffer because, or are starting to suffer because of the tariffs or the trade wars between China and the US. Nvidia is suffering. The healthcare system or sector, Nvidia is suffering, and other companies that are doing business in China are suffering, and this is because of the tariffs that has been imposed by President Trump onto China, right? I mean, one thing that obviously, like I said, America wanted was for China to come and bend a knee in front of them, but unfortunately it didn't come like that. China stood their ground. In fact, China was also imposing tariffs to fight back Trump, which is something that, of course, it was quite interesting, and just makes me wonder what will happen in the future, or if Trump will still have the power to pull this same stunt in the future, because I think the US has seen that China does not back down easy. They are prepared to fight. They are prepared to take it to the end, right? Which I suppose the next time maybe they try to start a trade war, which is still ongoing, by the way. There's no solution as yet. They will have to think again. I mean, they still have to sit down, but Trump said that the deal is close between US and China, which will bring peace. All they want is peace. He even said he liked President Xi, which is something that is great. As investors, that's what we want. This is what resulted in the stock price of Nio and other Chinese equities to rally so good yesterday. And we're just waiting for that day where President Trump or Xi Jinping, China, can confirm that there has been a deal that has been struck between the two countries and things are back to normal. Because one of the things that has been hurting our very own Neo is obviously the trade tensions between the two countries. That is one thing that has been hating the Chinese equities, the trade tensions that has been in our midst, the trade tensions between these two countries, and seeing that a solution can be around the corner, it just makes me to be really excited. And I think each and every investor investing into Chinese equities will be very happy onto this. Also, the investors that are investing onto Nvidia, Tesla, those companies that benefit a lot from China, they will be very excited. Though for the H20 chips, when you look into Nvidia, we don't know if the restrictions will be pulled off or will be lifted, but let's wait, let's see what transpires. This is good news, and the day that we get a confirmation to say that the two countries have reached an agreement, it's going to be lights out, I suppose, right? Because Neo, it's one of the stocks that has been beaten down quite sharply. We went to $3 on the dot. Can you imagine that? But anyways, all this share price that we are seeing on Neo, low trading share price, gives an opportunity to those that are persevering throughout the share price to go in the markets and load the boat. But of course, what you do with your money is up to you. There were those that were panicking, selling everything onto Neo. There were those that were increasing their holdings onto Neo. By the way, I've not yet added or increased my holdings onto Neo. I'm still to do that this week. And there were also those that obviously trim their holdings, which it is all good, man. I mean, what you do with your money, like I say, it's up to you. But me, I'm going to take the low trading price as an opportunity which is why I'll be buying this week. So this is what we are seeing between the tensions between China and the US, and we just hope that the two countries strike an agreement that will make, or that will bring at least peace in trading between the two countries. This is something that is good, because if there is no deal, it means that also other countries are going to obviously feel the pain, because last week you will know that President Trump said they were intending on using other countries to fight China with them, and 2 days ago we saw India hitting China with a 12% tariff on all of their steel, which is something that was not good at all, and it made some people to wonder if already India has also joined the fight of fighting China, which we'll still see what happens. But all we are hoping is that there is a deal that gets struck between America and US, and once that deal comes, guess what? It's going to be lights out. I personally that they will see a short squeeze, and who knows, we go back over $5 per share, which is something that we look forward to. So yeah, man, just thought I'd give you this quick update. Tell me what you think about this. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. That's all from me. And hey, there is a Shanghai Auto Show taking place in China. I think I'll just do a separate video about that, because there are quite a number of developments that have surfaced, and I think it's important that we discuss them, right? I mean, the L90 was launched. Someone just sent me a text saying that the price is out. I'm not sure about that one because I didn't see it, but we'll cover all that in the next video. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that at least you don't get to miss the content that I give you on a day-to-day here on YouTube. I know share price wise Nio might not be favoring us, but long term will win. Those that are persevering through what they do to the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. Like, share, subscribe. I will see you on the next one. And my dear friends, God bless you all.
Secretary Bessent suggested that with tariff rates as high as they are now, it's effectively an embargo of trade between the United States and China. Do you see it that way?
That's true. 145% is very high, and it won't be that high. It's not going to be that high. It got up to that. We were talking about fentanyl, where, you know, various elements built it up to 145. No, it won't be anywhere near that high.
And what level do you think it'll come down to if you have it?
It'll come down substantially, but it won't be zero. It used to be zero. We were just destroyed. China was taking us for a ride, and just not going to have. It's not going to happen. We're going to be very good to China. Have a great relationship with President Xi, but they would make billions and billions and billions of dollars a year, and they would build their military out of the United States and what they made. So that won't happen. But they're going to do very well, and I think they're going to be happy, and I think we're going to live together very happily and ideally work together. So I think it's going to work out very well. But no, it's at 145%. It will not be anywhere near that number.